Wow. 4.4K as a beginner copywriter. I started this journey 66 days ago, and to think that I'd be here just 66 days later is crazy. But I actually hopped on a call with a mentor, a potential coach. I didn't end up working with them, but they said, you are 90 days away from success. And that really stuck with me. I was like, 90 days, huh? 90 days away from success. And I hopped off the call. I didn't end up going through, but I did end up picking a different mentor. That's a different story. And there's an important lesson in that. That being, you are only 90 days away. I mean, it's literal. You are 90 days away from striking your first copywriting client, from getting that retainer, from getting that revenue share with that client. Once that first one hits, it's a snowball effect, and it's hitting me very hard right now. That's why I had this $4.4 thousand month. It's because I got that first client. People know that I know what I'm talking about. I have a personal brand over on Instagram, over on school, on Twitter. I mean, again, snoop around, kind of scope around and see what kind of content that I'm posting so that you get an understanding of what a $4.4 thousand a month copywriter may look like. Do you have to do that? Everything I'm posting about, all the material I'm putting out? No. But it adds authority over those sales calls. And that's kind of the first part of this video, is to just understand that you're only 90 days away. And I hope that's a big takeaway you get from watching me. You are 90 days away. Truly. There's 3 pillars that I want to discuss that me 66 days ago was not doing versus me today, 66 days later, that is doing every day. Number 1 is romanticizing the game. So this business stuff is more of a mental battle than anything else. It gets hard. It is painful. I mean, it's seriously a lot like walking on glass. You're going to be told no 100 times. You're going to be told to F off, curse names. I mean, everything you can think of, you will be called. And you just got to keep going. You have to keep pushing and understand that's what comes with that territory of getting a copywriting client, okay? It's gonna require probably 1,000 messages, 2,000-3,000 messages until you get a client. If you can sign and say, I accept that contract, you will make it. But if you're struggling to even send a couple pieces of outreach a day, you can't stay consistent, it may be because you're not romanticizing the kind of work you're doing. What I mean by that is go to coffee shops, sit outside like I'm doing now, go put in headphones and listen to a song or soundtrack or playlist that you like to get yourself in that state where you can just sit down and grind. If you don't have a client, stop doing practice. Stop watching YouTube videos. Read books, outreach to clients. That's it. That's all you're doing. Once you get the client, that's when you watch the YouTube videos. That's when you go to my channel, my other channel, and you look at how to onboard a copywriting client. But until then, nothing else needs to be done. I didn't understand that. the first 20 days of this whole journal, this whole journey, I was just watching YouTube videos like a lot of people do in this space. Start with the client. Everything else will fall into place. I promise you. You will figure it out. You learn more from working with a client as opposed to watching 100 YouTube videos. I stand by that, without a doubt. Pillar number 2 that I really want to talk about. Again, pillar 1 was romanticizing the game. Sit outside, put on music, go to a coffee shop to get that outreach done, get that client work done, because it helps so much. I didn't do that 60 days ago. Next pillar, getting smarter, okay? kind of touched on this already. Stop watching the YouTube videos, and I know I'm repeating myself, but the education and getting smarter is in the books. Read about psychology, not just copywriting, but psychology. Learn about persuasion. Learn, of course, about copywriting. Those are kind of the areas, the three kind of areas of books that you want to really educate yourself in. The more you understand them, and human psychology, human biology even as well, the more money you make. I didn't understand at the time at all what that meant, but I can 100% confidently say the more of an understanding you have of psychology, persuasion, biology, the more money you make. And that's why guys like Ty Lopez and Alex Hormozy, that's why they read so much, is because the gold is in the books. It sucks, I know, but the gold is in the books. Mine for that gold. It's like a resource. You have to just tap into it and extract that knowledge. It takes time, but the payoff is immense. I grow the most when I'm either working with clients or reading books. That's a fact. I have multiple journal entries telling myself that. And so it's always a reminder to read, educate, not on YouTube, through books, and work with clients. That's how you get good at this game. I recommend the Boron Letters, and I can put a book list down below, but read the Boron Letters and read Persuasion by Dan Kennedy. Those are the books I'd really recommend you read about. Please do that. Moving on to pillar number 3. This is very important. Identifying your distractions. So I struggle with this. My distractions currently are my phone, social media, and people around me. Those are the two main ones. And I think a lot of people will understand where I'm coming from. And here's what I'm doing to solve that. The first step of handling the distraction is identifying what is preventing you from working. It may be a family member. It may be you don't have the correct meal plan in place, and you have to go get food, and it just takes away from your day. Maybe you work another job. So you have to identify the distraction. What's pulling you away from getting that work done? Again, we talked about outreach and reading books being the two most important things you can do. So what's preventing you from doing that? Start there. Ask why. Ask yourself why. Once you find the why, come up with a system. Come up with some sort of method to completely eliminate that distraction. It's pretty simple. Let's go over mine, my phone. I've installed a couple different apps, Opal, Undistracted, Screen Zen, to assist me in my focus. It blocks out certain hours of the day, so from 6 a.m. all the way till 11 a.m., can't use my phone. As far as social media goes, I can text anybody, but I can't use social media. From 11 to 12, I have an hour block where I do my networking, do my outreach, I do my posting, etc. And from 12 all the way to 7 p.m., again, can't use the phone. It's blocked. That eliminates the distraction completely. Video games I also suffered with and completely uninstalled them. The other one is the computer, which again, if you have Twitter, Instagram, YouTube on there, and I got this app called Cold Turkey, which essentially is paid. I think it's like $36 or $37 for life, and same kind of idea. It blocks out hours of the day so that you can just remain focused on your work. It's been the game changer for me. Just put a blocker on that Mac, put a blocker on that computer, on the phone. You will see more success. Next up, distractions from people. How have I solved that? I literally will work in a closet with a light on to prevent myself from speaking with people, getting distracted, getting pulled to go out or go hang out with like people that I probably don't even want to be hanging out with. I'm not saying to just completely remove yourself, but I am saying you need to have strict blocks of work, and people pull that away from me. And so working in a closet, phone in another room, nobody can contact me. Like, I am on an island, essentially, and it has helped a lot. So those are the three main pillars. Again, romanticize the game, get smarter through books, and handle distractions. That's what's gonna change the game. That's what I wasn't doing 60 days ago, 65 days ago. We're kind of building, if you can understand where I'm coming from, I want to build your foundation for what it takes to be successful in this online space. And it really starts up here. And it starts with handling the distractions and all the things I've listed. But as these videos progress, I just want to offer as many tips and pieces of advice that I wish I knew about when I was starting. Because now I have a mentor, and I wish I got one sooner. I wish I joined a community sooner. But it's those things that I've been talking about that make the biggest difference. Like, there's no fluff in this video. Like, that is a fact. I'm at $4.4 thousand a month. I can confidently say, all because of my habits that started, 65 days ago. So do yourself a favor. Reach out to myself, ask more questions, and do all the things I just told you about. Okay? It will make the difference, I promise you. So I also want to say thank you guys for all the support. It has been a really cool journey, just seeing this entire thing unfold in front of me. And I hope I'm educating you in some way. I get messages that I am. I get messages that I'm not educating you on specific topics, and so I'll absolutely do my best to educate you in every field as it relates to copywriting, as it relates to the sort of business that I am doing day to day. As far as client update, this will be real quick. This is just typical procedure for my videos. Still got 3 clients. One's paying me $1,000 a month, another one's $1,000 a month, the other one's $2,400 a month, and I'm learning a ton. I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's a little stressful, but I have a really good routine down where I'm 3 days, actually that's a lie, 1 to 2 days ahead of work. And so I'm ahead of schedule, and it's very peaceful when I'm ahead of work like this. I am hiring another team member today, which means I have a video editor as well as graphic designer, which is awesome. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I feel really good right now, honestly. A couple other clients I was really struggling with, and it's mostly a battle with my brain, with my mind, but I really feel a lot more comfortable and I feel smoother working with these clients. And so if you need advice, maybe you have clients now, send me a message on Instagram. What are you struggling with? Because it actually helps me when you guys tell me what you're struggling with. And so that's all I got for the video. This is a bit of a longer one, but it's very important you understand these fundamentals and you kind of get an understanding of what I'm about as well, kind of what I'm going through, because it's not easy. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Catch you soon. Later.